That was some important information we can all take away from.
I think so too.
I've got actually some more. This is a very important book. This is a very important man. This is Michael Balzano, PhD and author of Dyslexic: My Journey. I'm going to give the speed reading Cliff Notes version. Your life didn't start out that way on a PhD track. You were kicked out of a couple schools, kicked out of the military, kind of hit rock bottom. Then you found an apprenticeship?
An apprenticeship, yes. Yes. A friend of mine got me into an apprenticeship program where I was learning how to grind glass. And 5 years later, I became a licensed optician, and I was running an optical company. And that's when I decided I really wanted to go to school. So I started college at night, and they invited me to come full-time. I was an old guy, 29 years old. So I left the optical profession, started college, graduated magna cum laude, and then I got a PhD from Georgetown. And when I graduated, the local newspaper had a story of a garbage man who got a doctor's degree. And I wound up being called by Richard Nixon, who read the story, and I became the fourth highest ranking Democrat in the Nixon White House.
You went from being called Crazy Mikey as a kid to being a presidential consultant. So we need to go back a little ways. Again, it's in the title, Dyslexic. I think about children with learning disabilities today. There's so much more potentially available. There wasn't much then. You probably weren't even misdiagnosed. Probably just didn't,
in the late 30s, nobody knew what dyslexia was, okay? But the fact is, I was a problem kid. I mean, I burned down a garage. I did a lot of bad things, okay? But the fact was that ultimately what happened, I straightened myself out.
Yes.
And that's the purpose of this book. This book was written for mothers with learning disabled children and troubled teenagers. Now, there's a way you look at this. Anybody from, this book has an appendix which focuses on the child between kindergarten and fourth grade. You got to catch it there, otherwise it rolls over.
Well, this isn't just your story. This is a reference book.
Oh, really. Yes. Oh, yes.
It's really a reference book.
That's right. The appendix, there's an appendix in this book that is designed to help you, A, identify what the symptoms are, because nobody knows.
Right.
And then secondly, where do you get help?
Right.
It's all in the appendix.
That in and of itself is a reason to buy and read this book. But let's go back again, let's bounce back, if we may, to the apprenticeship. That really was the turning point, right?
Yes.
You got some structure,
yes.
You got some job satisfaction, you got some skills, you got some knowledge.
The one thing about an apprenticeship is you have a structured environment. Number two, you learn how to work with others. And number three, you take orders. You will measure twice and cut once. You have to do what they tell you to do. But the best part of it is you can earn while you learn.
Right.
See, somewhere in the 1960s, everybody began believing that to capture the American dream, you really had to have a college degree. And that's just not true. This country is turning around. We have more jobs open in the industrial arts now than there are people to fill them.
Right.
And that's where the opportunity is.
Well, my father always says, I know a lot of plumbers that have more in their 401ks than the houses they're going to fix the plumbing for.
Absolutely true. Yes.
So, I mean, is there a path, you think, or is there some boxes to check? Well, no, my child probably isn't going to be a 2-year, 4-year college student.
You know,
but it also shouldn't be considered a fallback, right?
No, it's not. You see, here's the thing. What I found is people in the profession, in the arts, this is something they wanted to do. And it's a very structured environment, so you learn a great deal. Again, why do people go to college? They want to be able to earn a lot of money. And remember, there are 40 million millennials out there with a college degree for which there are no jobs.
Jobs, right.
This country we've got a manufacturing boom coming back here, big time. I got steel workers in the group that I work with. They haven't had signing bonuses in 25, 30 years. They're getting $6,000 and $8,000 signing bonuses. And these are not dirty jobs anymore. These are all there behind machines, but you do have to know enough about the computer to set the machine.
Right.
Okay? That's a great future in the country.
Okay. Don't discount the fact that an apprenticeship might be in your child's future. Don't discount anything that might be a symptom, possibly of dyslexia or another learning disability. Do go out and buy this book. Where is it available?
It's available on Amazon. You can get it right away on there. And let me tell you, this book is not expensive. There's no hardcover. You can get it online for $4. The goal was to get a book that the average mom with a problem kid can afford, cheaper than going to McDonald's for breakfast. You know?
There you go, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you turned out all right.
Well, that's what I try to tell people. You know, you can make it. Don't worry about it. You can make it.
I want to hang on that. You can make it. You can make it. Somebody else's dream doesn't have to be yours. MichaelPBelzano.com. We'll put the link on IndieStyle.tv. A true honor to meet you, sir. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for your knowledge. Amber?
Good stuff.
You can make it.
You can make it. What a message. Thank you.